In this video, I'm going to show you how to add and subtract one-step equations. Make sure you have written this on your table of contents. My title is Add and Subtract One-Step Equations, and this is on page 55. So we know what equations are. We know that equations have an equal sign, and they give us an answer. So today, since we're only talking about one-step equations, there is only one step. And that step and our goal, this is what we want, is to get our variable by itself. So get variable alone. We only want the variable. And to do this, we need to use the inverse operation. We're going to use the inverse operation. So for example, let's say I have x plus 14 equals 8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line through my equal sign. That way I separate both sides of my equation. I have x plus 14 on the left, and I have 8 on the right. So now we need to focus on which side is our variable. Oops, I forgot to write get variable alone. So we need to focus on the side with our variable, and in this case we have the variable to the left. Now we want to get it alone, so we need to get rid of this plus 14. And to get rid of the plus 14, I need to do the inverse. So the inverse of adding 14 is to subtract 14. So if I have 14 and I subtract 14, that gives me 0. So that gives me x alone, because we're able to just get rid of this. Now, since we did subtracting 14 on this side, we're going to do minus 14 on this side also. So now we got our x all alone because we got rid of the 14s. And now to get what x equals to, we just need to solve 8 minus 14. And this is going to be the most challenging part about today, remembering how to add and subtract integers. Now since I can't take away 14 from 8, I know that's going to give me a negative answer. And 14 minus 8 is 6. So in this case, in this equation, x equals negative 6. Now the great thing about equations is that we can go in and check our answer. So if I check my answer, I'm just going to plug in the answer that we got from x into my x in my equation. So instead of having x plus 14, I'm going to have negative 6 plus 14. And that should give me the right side, which is 8. So it's negative 6 plus 14 equal to 8. Well, let's check. Since I'm adding, I can do my t-chart. 6 is in the negative team, 14 is in the positive. My positive team wins by 8 points. So yes, I end up with the same thing. So that means my answer of negative 6 is correct. Let's try another one. Negative 10 equals y minus negative 2. Negative 10 equals y minus negative 2. So first thing, we draw our line. We want y alone. Our variable, we want it alone, so on the right side. So that means we need to get rid of the minus negative 2. And the inverse of minus negative 2 is plus negative 2. So whatever I do to one side, I need to do to the other. So then since these are inverses, we get rid of them. And now we have our variable alone. So we can just bring it down. And now to figure out what y is, all we need to do is solve -10 plus -2. And sometimes it helps if you write it sideways like this, because this is the way you learned how to add and subtract integers. Now, we remember our scoreboard. They're both on the same team. So this is when we add our digits and we keep our sign. Since the negative team wins, my answer is a -12. And then I can go in and check my answer. So I'm going to start with what I started with. -10 equals y, which is now -12, minus my -2. And then I need to make sure my right side equals my left. So to solve this, remember when we subtract integers, we need to use KCC. We keep our -12, minus becomes addition, and the opposite of -2 is 2. So it's -12 plus 2 equal to -10. Yes, my negative team wins, and it will win by 10 points. So that means my answer, -12, is correct. Now, this may seem a bit confusing at first, but remember, the more you do this, the better you get. Let me give you a really easy example without adding and subtracting integers. So example 2, we have 2 plus x equals 12. So you can think of it as this way. 2 plus what number equals 12? Now I know in elementary you use boxes in place of your variables. So this is the exact same thing. The box represents that number that is missing. So 2 plus what number gives me 12. That is the exact same thing with my variable. 2 plus what number is going to give me 12. And my answer is 10. Now, to show you the exact same method that we did up here, we draw our line down the middle. Instead of adding 2 to my variable, we're going to subtract 2. And what we do to one side, we do to the other. 2 minus 2 is 0. Remember, we can always get rid of what we have with our variable. We got our x alone, and then 12 minus 2 gives me 10. And if I plug it in, 2 plus 10 is 12. Yes, my answer is correct. So now what I want you to do is you're going to go into classwork. And let me see if I can pull it up to show you. And make sure you are following the instructions. Now, your assignment does give you the answers, but I'm going to trust you that you're going to actually try to solve these. So, here is the assignment. When you click on it, this is what you're going to get. There is a separate document for you to upload a picture of your work. So if I don't see all of the steps that we did on here, like so, then that tells me that you just went on there and you just wrote the answers down. So here we go. So the first thing you do when you open the assignment is you're going to go and click %. And it tells you, you must click % first to start the activity. So first click % up at the top. And then you're going to click Start. Now, this is like a little Halloween house, and you're going to be solving problems as you go. So you're first going to enter the house. And then here you're going to have 10 separate images, and each image is a math problem. So first, I'm going to solve my witch. And you can do whichever problem you want. So once you're on here, you're going to solve for the box or the variable, whatever you have. But make sure you are showing your work. Remember, I am going to see your work when you upload it. Once you solve it and you get your answer, you're going to click here to see what the answer is. If you get it right, you can go back to the image page, click a new picture, and do the next problem. If you get it wrong, I expect you to go back to the question, try and resolve it until you get the right answer. So make sure you're going back. Otherwise, if you don't understand this, you're going to be so confused and lost next week. So make sure you are doing that. At the end, you should be able to solve 10 problems. There's 10 pictures, so in your paper, you should have 10 problems. So go ahead and get started. Good luck.